Yo, what's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, Straight Briggs here on this beautiful money-making Saturday here with the Pick Dawgz Morning Show, man. New month, new goals, new opportunities. First Saturday of August, man. I know what it is. Still knee-deep in the dog days of summer. We're coming out of it. I see it on the horizon. The dog days are nearly over, but still knee-deep in it right now. We got 15 games for Major League Baseball. We have one game from the Dub. A nice money-making Saturday. I'm beat up, man. I did not have a good night last night. I had the under in the Pirates game.
Well, it was Friday night, so.
Well, hold on. Time out. Tech on the play. You took the under with Andrew Heaney on the mound? Heen dog? Knock it off.
It wasn't even him, though. It wasn't even him.
It doesn't matter. His aura alone should dictate an over in Mile High. And Spencer Teller? No. I didn't hear that.
Good night when you got the 10.5 or 11.5 and it's over in the first inning. It's never good.
8 runs in the top half?
Total 11.5. We got 9 runs in the first inning. Top of the first. I said, okay. I see what type of night this gonna be. Hey man, it be like that sometimes, man.
Hey, listen, I gotta say, you deserve that one. If you were that bold to take the under with those 2 bums on the mound, I don't care how Heaney pitched. You got Heaney and Spencer Teller on the mound.
I know. That wasn't my best work yesterday. I had my wings as well, so I was 0-2 yesterday, man. So I'm looking for a bounce back today, man. Money making Saturday. Damn, that one hurt. That was just one of the ones you just sitting there just shaking your head like. It is what it was, man. Be what it be. I got Jovan and Brian with me today to help me make better decisions. Brian, what's happening, my man? How you doing?
Yeah, I got to track my Friday. Fridays are usually not good for me. Yesterday, 1-2. Mercury let me down last night. I thought the line was telling me the Mercury, but they got their butts kicked, and I made it up with the Sparks. It took them double overtime, but they got it done. But I missed out on the Blue Bombers yesterday. That was the one that I talked about on the drive-through that I liked, and I just didn't pull a trigger and paid the price. But it's Saturday, and that's normally my best day of the week, so definitely ready to hit the board. I just wish the WNBA split up their games a little bit better and had a little more action on a Saturday. But what can you do?
What can you do? I'm with you. Just one game today was I was like, wow, kind of thing. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Javon, what's happening, my man? How you doing today?
Things are going well. Only had one play. That was a win. Cleveland Guardians. They made it interesting. Gave up 2. They were up 2-0 for the longest. Ended up pulling out 3-2. So no harm, no foul there. It's still no clip hit. No. Plus 210. That still clip keeps on rolling. The drive-through extendo that wasn't the official extendo Milwaukee, that hit, in a big way. So yeah, all's well over here. Can't say nothing more. Looking to do it again today.
Looking to keep it rolling, man. Looking to keep it rolling. Let's do it. Let's do exactly that, fellas. Let's do exactly that, man. Let's jump into today's Major League Baseball action. Well, first, before I do that, it's the first time we've seen my man since the Thursday Night Hall of Fame, Brian.
Yeah, I love my man Trey Lance here. I just think teams are sleeping on him, and at the age of 25 or 26, this is it for him. And I know Rod was saying that he's going to be a third stringer, but you never know in the NFL. You got the New York Jets, you got teams that need quarterbacks, and if Trey Lance, it's only one preseason game Hall of Fame, but he just has that. He's multidimensional, and he has the arm, so we'll see if he can keep it going through the whole preseason. There'll be some team that'll want to get him.
Fair enough. Y'all know Brian been on that Trey Lance hype train for a minute.
This is it, though. If he doesn't do it this year, I'm giving up on it.
Fair enough.
I bought a couple of his rookie cards before the game. because they're like $19.99 a piece for a PSA 10s. I got a couple just so I could say that I did, but we'll see.
Fair enough. Now he looked good. He did look good, especially those first 2 drives. I said that the other day. He looked good. Much better than I thought he would. So, like you said, first preseason Hall of Fame. We ain't gonna crown him, anything crucial yet, but baby steps, man. Good to see him actually finally look good in some capacity, though. I think that's the sentiment here. But all right, man. Now let's do it. Now let's talk about some Major League Baseball. Not that. We start our day in Tampa. On the mound in this one is Drew Rasmussen versus who's that? Snellzilla? Blake Snell. Him on the mound today for the Dodgers, the Monstars. Dodgers minus 120 on the road in this one. We have the Blue Jays and the Kansas City Royals. We got Max Scherzer and Nick Cameron. And we have the Orioles and the Cubs. Sagano versus Boyd. And for me, back to the scene of the crime. We got the Pirates and the Rockies. It's Schemes Day. Gumber on the other side. Pirates huge favorites in this one. Brian, you're up first. How are we feeling?
Well, I got burned with the Rays as a premium pick last night, but maybe I was a day late on them. I probably should have Tampa Bay as a premium today. I see at Pinnacle, they got the Dodgers down to minus 114. And with Snell's in his last rehab, he only pitched 74 pitches. So how long are the Dodgers going to toss him out there? I like Tampa Bay at home here. I think the line tells you what you need to know. I got burned last night, but I think the Rays at home. Dodgers not the best road team, just a little over 500 on the road. I'll take the Rays here.
Dumbo. Devon, how we feeling first slot of the day?
Yeah, Blake Snell's making his return since early April. I don't expect him to go long in this game, and we all know about Blake Snell coming back off a IL stint. That and what he did last season when he came back late, not being claimed by anybody. It takes a while for him to get it going, and these are the situations where you want to fade him. I will say that we had success fading him, when he's not been around, and then he's come back and he hasn't looked like himself. So it takes time for him to get it together. He's a guy that'll give up some walks. But with all that said, look, at this price with the Dodgers, I don't care. I gotta back the Dodgers. I'm sorry. Drew Rasmussen, he's not gonna go long. He's been limited. He's approaching his I guess the amount of innings that the Tampa Bay Rays are willing to give him this year. So he's not going to go long, most likely. So, you're dealing with bullpens. I know the Dodgers bullpen isn't well, haven't been. But with Snell back, that means that a guy off of their rotation can go into the bullpen, and hopefully, they'll straighten things out. They got the win yesterday. Yeah, they got the win yesterday. I believe they'll get the win again in this one some way, somehow. So I will be on the Dodgers. Look, and by default, I'm going to be on the Colorado Rockies. Even with Schemes on the mound, I'm not backing the Pittsburgh Pirates, as favorites, let alone, $2 favorites. It's just not happening. You saw what happened yesterday, and not saying that Colorado's going to get the Schemes, but Schemes isn't going to go long. I don't think he's reached 100 pitches in a start in a long time. So he's going to be out of there relatively early, and then you're going to deal with the Pirates bullpen. I like my chances with Austin Garber and the crew, plus money.
Excuse me. 11.5 was the total yesterday. 9 runs were scored or with 10 runs total scored in the first. And then they proceeded. The final score in the game was 17-16. Oh my God. Guess what? I'm a madman because I'm going back to the under today. I'm a madman. I'm going back to it. Hey, here's my thought process. We got full season numbers to support how trash the Pittsburgh Pirates offense is. Gomber's better than Sensatella. Sensatella, maybe the worst in baseball. But Skeens on the other side, I think he calms down what Colorado did yesterday. This is not for the week. But off of that high scoring of the game yesterday, I think this one's going to be like 3-2. Typical Paul Skeens outing and how they've been. Pirates never back up Skeens offensively. They never do it. Look at their average run scored with Skeens on the mound. And I don't fear the Pirates offense. They had a good game yesterday. Shout out to them. I don't fear them. I'm going back to the under 10. We'll see. Lean towards the Jays. Here in this one. I know they lost yesterday. Royals came in there and got them. I think the Jays bounced back. They haven't nearly been the same team that they were that was red hot. But we know the Royals and who they have been on the road for majority of the season, and I just don't expect them to stack back-to-back wins today. I think Scherzer will be all right. So I don't love it. Don't love the price. I kind of told you that yesterday. I don't think I'm going to love the price of the Jays. They're now kind of overpriced now after that huge run. So you won't see me betting them a ton. But I do lean to them in this spot. No thoughts for me really on Cubs, Orioles, and then Dodgers, Rays. I would take Tampa. I know the Dodgers beat them up yesterday 5-0. I'm not really sure, like the guy said, what to expect from Snell, how long he'll go. We know the Dodgers, they've been doing the spot starts with Ohtani, so, they're kind of comfortable already doing that. He might go 1, 2, maybe even 3 innings, something like that. I'm just looking for a bounce-back spot for Tampa, man. They're in a tough stretch coming off playing the Yankees, now playing the Dodgers. They've lost 4 straight. I don't think they make it 5. I think they come back today and get a solid win at home. So it would only be a lean for me there towards Tampa here.
Come on, get in with both feet, Jay. You got to. I mean, I regret not making this a premium pick because it just looks – I know a lot of people are Dodger lovers. Not – Joe Vaughn's not a Dodger lover. He just gets the value. But there's a lot of people out there that just bet the Dodgers every day. This just looks like one of those games. Maybe I'll get bent over again on this one, but I think the Rays you got to join me. Full force. Jump in.
I'll join you. I'll go with the Rays today. I like fading the Dodgers on the road in certain spots.
I hate the Dodgers.
They're still the Monstars, but I'm going to fade them today. We'll keep rolling. Next slot, we got the Nationals. Jake Irvin on the mound for them. Woodruff on the mound for the Brew Crew. Brewers sizable road favorites. We got the Tigers and the Phillies. What a pitching matchup this is. We got Mama That Man, the best pitcher on the planet. On the other side, we got Zach Wheeler, who's been really damn good in his own right. Total 6.5. Line even now. It's even. I see an even -110, -110. We have the Astros and the Red Sox. Red Sox favorite in this one. Walker Buehler on the mound for them. Gordon on the mound for the Astros. And we have the Guardians of the Galaxy. Tanner Bybee on the mound for them. Bailey Ober on the mound for Minnesota. Jovan, how you feeling in this slot?
Yeah, I'm on Philly. This is not just a rock solid pitcher matchup, but an elite pitcher matchup that we have here. I'm not particularly a Zach Wheeler guy, but I will be able to tip my cap to him and say that, he's been like a number 2 his whole career, basically. But since he's with the Phillies, he's their ace. He's been their ace for quite some time. Aaron Nola's been their number 2 guy. With that said, he's taken it up another notch. So with these veterans, these and in the MLB, I've noticed this. There's been a lot of pitchers that have hung around and have gotten better with age. Is that more based on what they've been doing, or is it it does the philosophy of these lineups, does that have anything to do with it? Because you have a lot of these lineups that's trying to swing for the fences, not taking pitches, swinging at anything, and guys like Wheeler, he's gonna take advantage, and I think he takes advantage here. On the other side, Scooble's gonna do what Scooble does. So it's a zero-sum game as far as with these two on the mound. Then you're dealing with after these two get out of the game, and I think it's advantage Phillies in my opinion. The bullpen has been shaky for the Phillies, granted, but I think when all's said and done, Philly gets the job done in this one. Unless Scooble's dealing and he goes 8 or 9, I would have to take Philly at this price. I mean, you could say the same thing for Scooble and those boys because they won a 3-game winning streak, and in my opinion, they should have won last game. Look, I'm on Houston. Bueller on the mound, he's gonna give up some runs unless Houston doesn't take advantage. So look, Bueller's gonna give them a chance. It's all on Houston to do what they're supposed to do, and that's put up runs. They didn't put up anything but 1 run. It killed that 2-team parlay that I gave out yesterday because they were up 1-0 for a majority of that game and then gave it up. It was 2-1. But we're going to go right back to them in this one to even up this series.
For me here, I'm gonna take the other side. I'm on the best pitcher on the planet, Tariq Skubal. Tigers, they did drop yesterday's game, but I've liked overall what I've seen from them of recent. They had that really tough stretch coming out of the All-Star break, looked terrible. Everybody was talking shit about them, talking about they're done, they're cooked. They've been overrated all season. And they went on a nice little run against the Jays, beat up on the Diamondbacks. And I think this line is even here in Philly for a reason. You don't see Philly not just favorites at home unless it's for good reason. And I think the Tigers get this done behind Skubal today. Wheeler's good, but I feel like every time, just like Mitch used to say, every time Wheeler's in a big moment, big game is when you can't really trust him. This is why I think he's going to shit the bed. I'm rocking with the Tigers in this one. Either money. Tough game though. It's a tough game. I'm not mad at anybody taking the Philly. Let's see what else I like here. It would still be Nationals for me. It's just something about that plus money national home dog spot that just ruffles my feathers. They did put up some runs yesterday. I know they lost 16-9. Woodruff on the other side, we know how good he is. We know how hot the Brewers are, how well they're playing. But, second game on the road following, that pretty decent homestand. This is in my opinion, this is a national style spot. This is a Nationals plus money. This is why we love the Nationals. This is why they've been one of the more profitable home teams last 2 seasons, because of spots like this. So I get it. The Brewers are hot and they won yesterday. But I'm a rock with Jake Irvin and crew. I'm taking a shot at plus money in this one. And that's really it for me. That Red Sox Astros, I'm not in love with. And while I would lean Guardians, I don't love the price on the Guardians. The Twins, they did shop off everybody, their whole damn team. But I don't know if I'm willing to pay -160 with the Guardians. My God. Brian, how you feeling?
hope this is the time of year it gets harder in baseball because you see tons of minus 180 prices, minus 200 gets tough. For me, I'm going to take the under 6.5 in Phillies and Tigers. I think we're going to see both these guys go 7, maybe 7+ innings here. Dominant pitching performance, I think, from Scooble and Wheeler. I think the bullpens. My only worry is extra innings, but I think we get to the under 6.5 here, and the other games really don't do much for me. So.
Keep it rolling. We keep it rolling. We have the money. Oh my God, this is who I should have been on there today. Why? My team right now. This is who I'm rocking with, man. Plus money, dinky.
Captain Obvious parlay, Yankees Dodgers today. Bet the house on
it. Man, the Money Marlins, they have Yuri Perez on the mound today. I can't never say the guy's name for the Yankees, right? I say Schittler, but I know
Schittler, probably.
Marlins favorite in this one, minus 115 at home, total 7.5. We have the Giants and the Mets. Kodai Senga on the mound for the Mets. Who is this on the mound for the Giants?
An experiment.
K.Y. Tang. I don't know. Name down him. We'll see. And we have my favorite team. The Texas Rangers. They're out on the road facing the Seattle Mariners. Merrill Kelly making his debut for the Rangers. Luis Castillo out there for Seattle. I'm up first here in this one. I'm going to keep it rolling with the Marlins. Why not? Line tells you what you need to know. We favored in this game. Yankees, they haven't been terrible, but they haven't been great. Offensively, they have gotten it done in certain spots, but man, so had the Marlins. Like the Marlins have just found ways to win games. I'm loving the vibes with the Marlins right now. I'm loving the vibes.
I wonder what the payroll difference is between the Yankees and Marlins. Probably gigantic.
Probably. I would say at least 200. I would say at least 200 million. I don't know, maybe 150. It's pretty big though. I'm gonna lean Marlins. They just been playing so well, man, and they're favored in this game for a reason. That's my thoughts. Tough card today, man. Today's a tough card.
Yes, it's a tough card.
And then I'm gonna lean towards my Rangers behind Merrill Kelly. I would also lean towards the under. Yesterday's game, did it fall underneath the total? What was it 7.5? So back-to-back unders in this series. No surprise. You know, that's who the Rangers have been majority of the season, is an under-style team. This team is back to being trash. They've lost 4 of their last 5. Pitcher-friendly ballpark, though. Still don't trust Seattle too much offensively. And I think Rangers salvage something here. The Rangers have done, while they've lost a lot of series this year, they've done a good job of not getting swept in a lot of them. And I think this is kind of that. Even though this is a 4-game set. Rangers plus money. Ryan?
Yeah, this is a tough section here. You know, I'm auto playing the Miami Marlins here. They got one of my favorite pitchers on the mound, Yuri Perez. I think he's going to go over his strikeout prop today. I think it's like 6.5. When you see the Yankees, now I got the Yankees at plus 102. It just screams, you know, there's tons of Yankees and Dodgers guys out there that bet them every single day. And the line tells you what you need to know. I think Yuri Perez, one of the best young pitchers in baseball. I'm going to keep riding the Marlins here. I like the Texas Rangers, just a small lean. I'm a Merrill Kelly guy. I'm not a Ranger guy, but I think at this price, and Luis Castillo, a guy that always mispronounces his name, I'm just not a big fan of his. I'm going to take the Rangers here on the money line.
Devon.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be the Marlins for me. I like what Yuri Perez brings to the table. And that's really the catalyst for this ball game. The other guy on the other side, Schitzler or whatever, however you say his name.
I can't even see it.
He should change his name to Ace or something like that. There's K.
I think I did a pretty good job with saying his name, Schlitzler. I don't know. Hey, listen, if you don't know the exact pronunciation of a name like that, you're gonna say it differently every time you try to pronounce it, and that's what I just did.
Ruffalo has it down, but he's not here today.
Yeah, I think he's gonna give it up. He hasn't gone long in starts. Has given up 3, 2, and 3 in those starts. He could give up more than that to the Marlins. And then you're dealing with the bullpen, and the Yankees bullpen. They're posting a 7+ ERA in the last 10. So they're not doing too well. Being in Miami, a lot of partying going on. I would say advantage Miami in that aspect. For different reasons, but yeah, it'd have to be the Marlins for me. No chance I'm backing the Yankees in this spot.
If you would have said Yankees, that really broke my heart. It would be, it's your fine killer.
Oh no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Can't roll with the Yanks. And disappointing start to this series against the Mariners for the Rangers. Losing 2 straight, but I think they get back on track in this one. Luis Castillo, he is strong at home. I will give him that, but Merrill Kelly making his Rangers debut, I think with the atmosphere, or for the clubhouse, I mean, them being in a playoff race, him getting out of a situation where they wasn't going to make the playoffs, and he's been pitching well. Now he gets to be in a role where every game it matters. So I think he's going to continue his strong performances that he's had this season, and carried into the late innings where I think it might be the advantage of Texas. So it'll be the Rangers for me.
Fair enough, man. We head to our last slot of the day in Major League Baseball. In this one, we have the Cincinnati Reds and the Atlanta Braves. Chase Burns getting the start for Cincinnati. What a nod for the young man. And Spencer Strider for Atlanta. This is the Speedway Classic. So this will be at Bristol. Motor Speedway. Pretty cool.
I wonder what that park looks like. I didn't even look at it.
It's pretty cool. I'll see if I can find a picture and put it up. We got the Diamondbacks and the Athletics. This is Zach Gallen. A lot of people call him now Zach Fallen. JT Ginn on the other side for the Homeless. We got the White Sox versus the Angels. Savale versus Kyle Hendricks. And the last game of the night is the Cardinals versus the Padres. McGreevy versus Vasquez. Ryan.
Another tough side of baseball as we're dredge ahead looking for college football on a Saturday. I'm going to take the over, and I'm not a big over guy, but I think McGreevy's been getting hit a little bit. And Vasquez, although he's pitched well over his last 5 starts, he usually struggles to go 5 innings. Not that the Padres bullpen's bad. I just think we're going to see the offenses play well today for both teams. And I think there's no trouble getting to the over 8.5. If you could get a 9 and get some no juice to plus money, I would look to bumping it up to 9.
Brian Pickler. Devon, how are you feeling?
Real quick, I want to go back to that Phillies game. Detroit Phillies game. I'm gonna do a little high wiring act real quick with the under first 5, and then take the over full game. Um, just a little bit too low for me. I think that the bullpens do give it up late, both bullpens at that, um, or at least give the opposing batting lineup opportunities to cash. So give me the over full game under first 5. Um, yeah, as for these games, it would that first game, Atlanta and Cincinnati. It was a low-scoring game last night. I think that might carry over into this one. Unfamiliar ballpark. Neither team knows it. I mean, no one knows it because it's not a major league ballpark. It's a NASCAR or racetrack really. So I think I think both lineups are gonna have trouble with seeing the ball. Um, I haven't even really looked at the. Oh, that's what it looks like.
I'm gonna get a better one.
Yeah. But I just think that with these two pitchers on the mound, good strikeout stuff for Burns. Strider, he could get outs. I think the under's the prudent play. So it would be the under for me there.
I look pretty cool though.
I wonder how much they spent to put that together.
Pretty penny. Look pretty cool on me.
You need some goddamn binoculars to
Yeah.
to watch that one.
I like the Field of Dreams game better. And they play at the cornfield. No. We'll see.
But it'll be the homeless for me also. The Athletics. Look, are they the better team? I would say so right now at this form. You're dealing with the Diamondbacks. They're 1-9 in their last 10. Zach Gallen on the mound. He's going to give up several runs. He's given up that much in most starts that he's had this season. He had a little stretch where he started to come alive, but then regressed back into giving up 3, 4, 5, 6 runs. So I expect him to give it up, especially in this AAA ballpark. Meanwhile, you're dealing with an A's team who, look, they've been taking advantage at the plate. And JT Ginn, he's been getting the job done. He's been going, 5, 6 innings, not giving up much. And their bullpen has come alive. Their bullpen has been stingy as of late. So it all shakes out to me as a A's win to keep it going for them and to win this series. And you could put the stimul clip on that to -2.
Zach Gallen, he's still one of my guys, but I gotta agree with the Zach Fallen. Dang. Zach Fallen, man. And in this ballpark, good luck. Good luck. It would be A's for me here too. I'm not mad at the extendo clip nod from Jovan. I kind of actually like it the more he started to talk. Lean towards the A's for me there. I'm taking the over here though. Braves, Reds. No. It's gonna be hot as hell. Like it's already hot as hell for like a racetrack. So like asphalt around it, then it's like that ball might carry out of there. Hey, that ball might just be out of there. This could look like some of the scores we saw yesterday. I know these two good pitchers. I like Chase. And Spencer Strider, he's we know who he is. I don't know though. I'm on the over. It's not a I'm kind of a data guy. I like to look at what's happened and things like that, look at spots, situations. There's no spot or situation to really take from this. This is the first time it's ever happened. So just kind of telling you my thoughts. I like an over. We'll see. We'll see if my thought process is right. Some people saying it might get rained out. I did hear that from Jeremy earlier or yesterday. He said it was raining in the forecast. So we'll see. I do not like today's card as much as I thought I did. I just don't. I'm not laying $1.50 with the Angels. I'm not doing that. And I mean, I kind of feel the same way about the Padres. If I were to pick between the two, I would lean more towards the Padres. I don't trust the Cardinals out on the road, but kind of like Brian said, man, we're at that time of the season where we're going to start being priced out. Unless you just really love the dog, or you just think the favorite is finna extendo clip Jovan style, it's gonna be real tough.
That's why I'm thankful we have games like the Dodgers and Rays and Yankees and Marlins, games that are close to a pick 'em where we can go in there and dissect them. But these last couple of games are tough.
Yes, they were. Got one game left on the card, fellas. And that game is in the WNBA.
Forgot about the CFL. You got 2 games in the CFL.
I don't really talk CFL, but I'll let
it's more exciting than the Major League Baseball card today, I'll tell you. I don't know.
Are the Argonauts playing tonight?
Oh, no, that was the other night. It's not the Argos tonight. Let me see here. So do a screw up here. It's the Hamilton Tiger Cats and Edmonton Eskimos, and you got the Montreal Alouettes and Saskatchewan Rough Riders.
All right, let me think. Let me see. I don't know no line. I don't know nothing. I'm going to take the Alouettes. What's the line?
2.5 on the Alouettes.
They're dogs?
Yep. Plus 2.5 there.
Are they home or away?
Alouettes are at home. See, I've been following this every week, but you know, I'll start to wean off a little bit because of college football. But
what's the money line on Alouettes? 110?
Yeah, about plus 110. And for me too, I'm going to lean towards Montreal at home. You know, they had a rough start to the season, but I think they'll start to play better as we get into the second half. So I can't say nothing about the first game because that's my premium pick. But as far as this one goes, I like Montreal plus the points over Saskatchewan.
Talk CFL, and he just pops in. He just pops up.
Yeah, see, Ron loves the CFL. We got lots of guys that love the CFL on here. I know Rod loves the CFL. Probably Ruflo probably does. I'm not sure about that, but he's Canadian, so he has to like the CFL.
I only like 2 teams, and that's because I just found out what they were 2 weeks ago because Ron been bugging me all season about the CFL, and those 2 teams are the Alouettes and the Argonauts. So that's why I'm on the Alouettes today. That's simply the only reason because I like the name Alouettes. What is an Alouette? I forgot already, but 2.5 point home dog plus money. Let's see.
Hey, Brian, you don't get football fatigue dealing with these outside football leagues?
No, I mean, me personally, by the time we get till June, when the CFL starts the first week of June, I kind of have football fever, and I'm looking to get back in it in some way. And Canadian football kind of tides me over until the preseason starts, which we just got into. So I don't really get into the UFL like Big Al does, but CFL's okay. I watch a couple. I don't watch the entire game. I'll tune it in the second half to see how my play's going on. But
yeah, I mean, it's definitely a step up from the UFL or XFL or whatever other league there is, because those are horrible.
Oh, the other week I was covering the spread, and there's like 3 seconds left, and don't you know they ran back kickoff for 98 yards, and I lost. See, that kind of gave me a remembering how the regular season would go in football. It's the same bad beat that you get. Only Canadian style.
Yeah. Shout out to CFL. Shout out to the CFL. All right.
It all pays out the same. You win a bet, the CFL is the same as winning the NFL.
Yeah, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Pays out just the same. The money spent the same, and it's the same color. Well, depends. I'm kidding. Lynx Aces. Lynx 4.5 point road favorites. Total 166.5. I forgot the order. I'll go first. I don't really love this game either. I don't have a premium today. You know what? They need it. They need a big win, and I think they get it. Give me the Aces money line. Give me Aces money line. The reason I'm gonna do it is because I know how good the Lynx are. They've been the best team this year. Understandable. But when you kind of look a little deeper into this team, look at a lot of the damage they've done at home and how dominant they've been at home. And the Aces, they've been underwhelming. And I just think this could be the game that propels the Aces back into the playoff window, back into, thinking they have a chance to do something this season. This could be the momentum building game the Aces need. At home, at the crib in this one. Tough game. I don't like fading the Lynx often. Spots and situations, though. Aces money line for me. Brian?
I got a premium on the side, but the total, I'll go with the under here. I think Las Vegas has got it handed to them by Minnesota, 3, 4, 5 consecutive times. If they want to stay in this game, they're going to have to turn up the defensive intensity. So for me, I'm going to wait until tip because I think we'll get a better number, but I'll take the under in Lynx and Aces.
Javon, how we feeling?
I mean, look, the spot dictates that this is Aces play. Now, whether you have the cojones to back them is a whole nother story because they've been getting smacked up by the Lynx. But I'm gonna roll with them. Spread, money line, and possibly a Stindl clip. You know what Asia Wilson's gonna do? She's gonna drop a 30 ball, and grab probably 10 rebounds plus. Looking at the last game, Jackie Young came alive, dropped a triple double. If she has one of those games, they're in business. Against this vaunted defense. So, look, they've taken a couple steps back. The Aces have. It kind of showed some regression last year. They did make it to the finals, but this season, not doing the job. They're not playing to the standard that they're used to. But I think this one will go a long way into how this season will shape out from here on out. So I can only be on the Aces in this one.
Fair enough. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it. That's all. We did it. Covered all 16 games on the card today. Let you guys know our thoughts, our opinions, and how we see them playing out. Remember, though, our favorite plays, the plays we love the most, the plays we have the most money on, the plays we are the most comfortable with. You can find those over at PickDawgz Premium. Money making Saturday, man. All three of us here have been enjoying really good profits over the last pretty much however you want to look at it through. Brian, how we feeling today, man? What we got on the board today and coming down the pipeline with everything on the horizon?
I struggled in them to close out the last 2 weeks of July, but overall it's been a steady stream of profit over the last 365 days. My best bet today is my titanium, and that's in the WNBA where I'm 36-19, 65% ranked number one at PickDawgz.com for profit. You can get that titanium over at PickDawgz.com, just $25. Also have my all-access football pass up. $8.95 gets you college football and NFL. Last year ranked number 2 in college football. So make sure you head on over there. Maybe try the 2-for-1 capper special. Definitely have lots of great football cappers here. Team me up with any of these guys. Definitely going to show some profit this season.
Hop on with Brian B. Continue to kick the crap out of the books, ladies and gentlemen. He also, believe, still top of the leaderboard in WNBA.
I love the W. If it wasn't for WNBA, I'd be in trouble over the summer because baseball has been rough for me this season. Hasn't been my kind of year, but WNBA is keeping me afloat as we get into the NFL preseason.
Go hop on with Brian B. Y'all know what season is on the horizon, and y'all know who usually dominates that season. His name's Jovan Burks, man. What you got going on this weekend and coming down the pipeline?
Yeah, right now I got 2 on the board for Major League Baseball. We'll have a third to make a 3-pack in that one. Been doing well in baseball. Took a couple L's that were whatever early this week, but we've gotten back on track. WNBA play hits, so whenever I've been putting out WNBA plays lately, they've been hitting. But nothing for that. That lone game, that was a free play just now. But yeah, upcoming football season, we got our first win, first half for the Chargers. It was a no doubter. Trey Lance got it done. So just taking advantage of what comes to me. There'll be NFL preseason later on this week or next week rather, and we're gonna look to run it up. Football is my wheelhouse. I'm usually in the top 5 somewhere in college football. Last season for the NFL was a down season for me, but prior to that, I was the #1 NFL handicapper. 2 seasons ago, I was the #2 handicapper, and in those last 3 seasons, including last year, I'm at a 54% clip with a lot of volume, high volume. So take it for what it's worth. We're gonna run it up this year. It's a revenge season for me. So yeah, we're gonna do the job. Match me up with both Brian and Jay for the multi-cap promotional. Can't go wrong.
Can't go wrong. Hop on with Jovan, ladies and gentlemen. Continue to do the damn thing for me. Rough night last night, man. Rough. The thing is, bad as my loss as it was, it only counts as one. Hey, man, I got something much better than that. I've been red hot pretty much coming out of the All-Star break in baseball, so I won't let one bad play derail that train. I'll have a $19 Major League Baseball play for you guys today. You can scoop it up over at PickDawgz Premium. Probably a small card for me tonight, though. Small card today. I know I've been going light here the last month or so, and it's shown in the units produced, however window you want to look at it through, 90, 60, 37, everything except for 24. I'm showing profit. Let's make that 24 profit after today. So hop on with me, ladies and gentlemen. Let's continue to kick the crap out of the books. Bounce back day for me yesterday was not my best work. 17, 16, 9 runs in the first inning. Oh my God.
Hey, rather lose early than late.
Right. It was over early. I turned TV off.
Yeah, it's worse to lose on the last pitch of the game where they hit like a meaningless home run or grand slam and you lose it.
I've had many of those, especially being on the under. 8th inning, top half, game in hand. They give it up for a meaningless run. It happens. But no, that didn't happen last night with Jay. Hey, it ended early. It was painless. Yeah. First inning. Sheesh.
Parlay time, fellas, man. Let's stack some games together or some props together or whatever you're stacking together. And let's turn it into a bigger profit, man. Brian B, what we got for the folks today, man? Parlay.
For me, it's just normally I do 3 games, but I'm just going to do the Miami Marlins and Tampa Bay Rays, my two favorite teams from Florida. Parlay those together for a nice payout.
Fading the squares today. I ain't mad at it. Jovan.
Can't help myself.
We are going to go with the Dodgers, square, I guess.
And, you're killing me.
And the Phillies. Match it up with the Phillies. I know. I can't believe I'm doing it myself, but I'm doing it. It is what it is. And then the Rockies and Marlins for another one. Let me squeeze out one more. That would be the A's. No. Leave the A's alone. That's something else. Texas Rangers. Match that up with the Houston Astros. The Texas 2-step.
Dog action too. I kind of like that too. I like both of them parlays. I like Brian's and I like Javon's second one. That's what I'm gonna do. Let's go total. I'm gonna go totals. Over Braves Reds if it gets played, but in Speedway, I think we get some runs. Under Rangers Mariners, they got to show me they can get over a total. And under Pirates Rockies, back to the scene of the crime, Schemes Day. We'll see. We'll see, man. Ladies and gentlemen, man, we appreciate y'all tuning in every single day, watching these shows, watching these episodes. We'll be back same time, same programming tomorrow. I think we got a much bigger WNBA card tomorrow, and
Yep, it's like 6 or so.
Yes, sir. And then a healthy, of course, card of Major League Baseball. So be here or be square. Check out our content over on the YouTube channel. Jovan has a new video series. It's called The Extendo Clip, man. It really don't get no better than that, man. Make sure y'all tuned in every day as he talks with you through some baseball. But I believe the Extendo Clip is going to be going on year-round. So it's not just going to be baseball. So
the Extendo Clip's not a baseball thing. That's an all sports thing. And it's as profitable as it's been in baseball, it might be even more profitable in other sports like football and basketball. Given the latter situation that that the Extendo Clip is intended for. So yeah.
There you go. Tune in. Of course, you can also tune in to Brian's Take It to the Bank. As well as Brian, with the numbers Brian has produced over the last 6 months, 12 months, getting free information from him, why not, man? You're doing yourself a disservice if you're not. So tune in to my guys, man, to their free content. Of course, check them out on the premium side. Y'all know where to find me. I'm here hosting this show on the daily. And with everything else coming back here soon, I'll have my video series returning. Y'all know, like, the summer's kind of just my off time. With football coming back, we have the NFL show coming back soon. College football show will be here around the corner. Basketball, the NBA will be here before we know it, man. It's all on the horizon. So buckle up. Get ready for it, ladies and gentlemen. Jovan, Brian, any final words before we get out of here for the day?
Well, the other day I was going through some stuff because I'm moving from my current house up the street, and I found a memento of the second to last Super Bowl that the Dallas Cowboys won. Troy Aikman signed a envelope for me back in 1993, and I found it in some old booklet. I thought, well, Jay would appreciate that. You weren't even alive probably the last time they won that Super Bowl, but
when was it?
Nice enough. 1993 over the Buffalo Bills. Yeah. I think they crushed them. So
that was not.
There you go. I might send that out to you because I'm not a big Troy Aikman fan.
I'll gladly accept it. I'll accept it. The Cowboys, man. Oof. I still don't think Micah going nowhere. I
saw the lines bumping up to 7 now, Dallas and Philadelphia. I just don't get it. I think that the Cowboys are the play on that game, but we'll see how the line moves according to the action. I would think that the people would be in love with the Eagles in that one, but we'll see.
The lines. Hold on. The lines. What? The lines.
I think it bumped up to 7 from 6.5. I think the Eagles are laying 7 now. Last time I looked, but that could change depending on injuries.
I know my guy requested a trade yesterday. I don't think it means much in the grand scheme of things. I just really don't think it means much. Of course, he's frustrated. Of course, he wants to get paid. And if he doesn't get paid, of course, he wants out. Thing is there's a difference between, I'll tell you all the time, there's a huge difference between the NFL and the NBA. Philosophy-wise, how the owners treat the players and how those leagues are run. One league's a player-centered league in the NBA. In the NFL, it's an owner league. It always has been, and it always will be. In basketball, the players become bigger than the franchises. And that's just how it is, and that's how it always kind of will be.
Or at least that's a perception.
Yeah, but I think it's kind of the truth, personally. In football, that will never be the case. It will never, ever even be a sentiment of thought. That, the star is bigger than any player that ever played for the star, and it always will be that. So with that being said, as disgruntled as Micah is, as good of a player as he is, final say-so goes through one man and one man only. And y'all know how he acts and how he responds, and I promise you he doesn't care. And at the last minute, like he always does, I'm expecting him to offer probably one of the biggest bags ever, like he did with Dak Prescott, like he did with CeeDee Lamb. I think Micah Parsons will add his name on that list. Could it go the other way? It could be. I doubt it. We'll see. We'll see if I'm right. We'll see if I'm wrong. We'll see if 11 from Heaven is still in my Cowboys jersey this season, or if they'll play the sit-out game, or how it plays out. So, yeah, it's kind of my thought process on it. Luka almost became bigger than the Mavs. He almost did. I would say, oof, he almost did. And you see the resentment. For Micah, huge player in this market, it will not be nearly the same, because nobody will ever be bigger than the star. It's just how it is. You just got to know the culture of the leagues, culture of the teams, and things like that. So we'll see, man. I would be devastated to see him go. I'm sad to see him request a trade. I understand the stance that he's taking. My man, you got to do what you believe is right for you. I hate that the circumstances that my owner puts a lot of our players in, but what can I do? I can't do nothing about it but sit back and watch and see it play out just like everybody else. Until y'all help me make $1 billion, and then I'll buy my own franchise, and then I'll listen to y'all's thoughts. You feel me? Man, and I froze, but oh well. That's it. That's all. Anything else from you guys before we get out of here?
Nope. I think next week we'll have preseason NFL football probably talk about, so that'll be good.
Yes,
yeah. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, same dog channel.
Appreciate y'all. See y'all then. See y'all tomorrow. Get out of here.